61-53. So that catches up all the tournaments. Glacier and Goreville play at 1:30. What time is it now? And then this one's at 1:45. When you going on? Anytime you're ready.
As a craftsman, Gordy had imagination and vision. As a business owner and machinist, he understood all the moving components and how important they were to making things work. When he dreamed of building his business, he knew he needed help. FNB provided the spark necessary to ignite his growth. That partnership has proven to be his best creation yet.
Welcome back to the Eldorado Holiday Tournament, the 55th annual affair here at Duff Kingston Gymnasium. It's the first game of the afternoon session. I'm Randy Olson courtside here along with Billy Rockett. And Billy, it's the Fairfield Mules, the number one seed in the tournament, getting ready to take on the Gallatin County Hawks. And we'll see if the Mules come in fired up and ready to defend their title.
Yep, it's time to defend their title in Gallatin County. They're going to try to do what 8 other teams has not done yet this year. And some of that may be getting beat by 20, 25, 30 points also.
Yeah, well, the Mules have lost, though. They did lose to the Marshall Lions,
yep.
You know, up at the Capital Classic in Lawrence County. But outside of that and all the other regular season games, you're absolutely right. The Mules have been able to take care of business not only in the Black Diamond Conference, but outside of the conference as well. And they've been doing it in pretty impressive fashion. And much like they did last year, they do it starting with defense.
Yeah. And, you know, another thing is I think the Hickson ball boys getting better too.
Oh, absolutely he is.
And some of them played football. I know you and I went to that football playoff game where you hear a lot of names on that football field as you do in the basketball gym, you know. And the kids are in shape, they're bulked up, and
some of the very same players, absolutely, are on the basketball floor in the football. And really winning's kind of become a tradition at Fairfield. You take a look at the volleyball program.
Baseball, girls, basketball, just a little bit of everything.
Yeah, football, just everything. I mean, they're just it's a good time to be a mule, as many people in Fairfield would tell you. They've just opened the doors, so the crowd's starting to filter in here, and I'm sure we will have a lively crowd here this afternoon to start off this afternoon session. Let's kind of review what's happened so far today. Billy, you and Danny did the very first game of the day, the breakfast special, and Carterville struggled a little bit with NCOE. They finally prevailed 47-42, but that was a really good basketball game.
It was a really good basketball game. To be an 8:30 breakfast bacon and egg special, that was a real good basketball game. And, you know, I called that after I went over all 16 teams the other day, what was that, 2 or 3 days ago, and I texted you, and I'm like, hey, I went over these. You may have to watch out for this NCOE bunch, you know. And I talked to Jimmy Tucker after the game, and he was, even after a loss, I mean, a lot of times you don't see very many coaches excited, but, you know, he wasn't down in the dumps. He was still kind of like, you know. I said something about it. I said, ain't nothing wrong playing in that consolation side. And he said, that's what we was talking about a while ago. He said, man, Coach Doug Miller's did that 100 times, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Said it's a trophy, you know. It's a won and lost record. So, but that was a very good game.
And then after that, Heron got off to a very slow, sluggish start. The game didn't really have much flow to it, but the 4th-seeded Heron Tigers prevailed eventually over Edwards County and won it going away 66-41. But that was kind of a sloppy game, particularly in the first half, with a lot of turnovers by both teams and a lot of fouls.
It was. It didn't turn out. I mean, it started out bad. And Sailor Shirts, the coach of the Heron Tigers, he called a timeout. And then Brandon Anthony, number 5, he caught fire. Mm-hmm. And you could see as the game went on, Randy, where he could, you know, he put a little bit of fire in the other boys' steps, and then they finally along, you know.
Oh, yeah, he finally did.
But, the flow wasn't real good in it. The press really killed Edwards County.
And then finally in our third game, final game of the morning session, West Frankfort jumped out to a quick lead over Hamilton County and never looked back, winning at 68-37. You and I thought that would be a very close game, and it was not close at all, and the Redbirds looked pretty impressive.
They did, and I know we come in here from the hospitality room, and, you know, game had already started, and West Frankfort was shooting lights out. I think Danny said, well, go shot about 70%, something like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's not every day you're going to see a high school team shoot 70%.
No, you're not. So the first game of the afternoon session here, we got number 1 seeded Fairfield taking on Gallatin County. The winner of this game will take on the West Frankfort Redbirds in the 3:15 game tomorrow in the winners bracket quarterfinals, and then the loser will take on Hamilton County in the losers bracket quarterfinal tomorrow morning at 8:30. Later on this afternoon, still to come, we'll have the 7th-seeded Anna Jonesboro taking on Harrisburg, number 2-seeded Massac County over Carrier Mills, number 3 El Dorado will take on Hardin County, and number 6-seeded Carmi will take on Vienna, and that's what's going to happen today here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. We'll take a short break, let you meet some of our sponsors, and be back with more in just a moment here live on AreaSports.net and on FoxesFans.net.
The difference between profit and loss is razor thin in today's market. Luckily, your GSI dealer is there to help you stay in the black. Capturing futures carry and improving your basis with increased on-farm storage on average could earn a 50-cent per bushel difference. Taking advantage of early harvest and saving with on-farm drying makes a profitability difference. Proven and dependable grain systems that boost your bottom line, that's the GSI difference.
It's the heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods has you covered with fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled for your grill or camper, Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods can do it. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through their website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, they also sell propane grills, smokers, and deep fryers at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. Fast Eddie Veltman, the legendary Centralia criminal defense attorney, has joined Olson and Reeves, attorneys at law. With offices in Centralia and Mount Vernon, Olson and Reeves are personal injury and criminal defense lawyers, and we've got your back. If you've been hurt in an accident or you've been arrested for a DUI or other charge, call Olson and Reeves today at area code 618-533-1601 for a free case evaluation. Olson and Reeves, attorneys at law. Vaughn Equipment is a family-owned and operated business in Fairfield. All right, welcome back here to Duff Kingston Gymnasium. The captains are down meeting with the officials at midcourt, going over kind of the pregame instructions. And Billy Rockett, you were a basketball official for 18 years. Tell us what goes on in that huddle before a game.
Oh, you just go. If there's here, it's pretty easy. A lot of times, if there's any kind of building rules or guidelines or anything like this here is really easy. Mm-hmm. It's just basically, just sportsmanship. You guys take care of your team. You take care of your team. And just a few reminders here, there, and yonder on different things. Like if you played in the old Shagnon or something, you'd have to remind the visiting team of, But here you've got a lot of room, and this doing one at Eldorado is relatively easy.
And they want to know who the captains are, because if there is a problem or an issue, they want to be able to go to the captain aside from going to the coach, right?
Like Fairfield had 3.
Yep.
Gallatin County had 2. But one guy is going to be the designated captain,
Gotcha. All right, well, we saw the Gallatin County Hawks, of course, play at the Conrad Allen tournament last week, and they played in the third-place game and actually got beat in that third-place game. And you've got some other scores that they've done this year and other teams that they've played. Go through that.
They beat Grayville 74-61, and they lost to Carmi 41-37, lost to Egyptian 58-50, lost to Eldorado 56-38, Crab Orchard 72-40, and North City 53-40. And then they went 3-2 in the Wayne City tournament, so they come in today with a 3-7 record. Where your Fairfield Mules are coming in with an 8-1 record. They went 3-1 in that Lawrence County Capital Classic, got beat in the championship game by a very, very good Marshall Lions basketball team and a very good basketball program. Then they went on to win 5 straight. They beat Cester 75-39, Johnson City 62-35, Eldorado 74-40, Hamilton County 77-52, and Edwards County 73-33.
And if you look at the latest rankings put out by Nesto Hoops statewide, the Fairfield Mules have moved up to number 7 ranked in the state in Class 2A basketball. Marshall's moved up, I believe, to number 3. So, again, Fairfield, the defending champions here, and come in as the number 1 seed. So they've got the target on their back. And as Coach McElravy told us on the sports couch last Saturday morning, he said, when you are the number 1 seed, you've really got the target on your back. And that's a little bit different for us because we've come in here before and we've been the hunter, but this time we're the hunted.
Yeah, right.
So we'll see, exactly how they respond.
Me and Danny talked about at the Eldorado Hamilton County game the other night about coming in with a target on your back. And you get into these rivalries, like Eldorado and Hamilton County, that's a rivalry, know. And they both come in with targets on their back, And Fairfield's been going through that stage right now to where they're winning a boatload of games.
Yep.
And you can say that for even Gallatin County. Gallatin County's one of them teams that if you look back, in the history of that sports program, coming from the Ridgeway Eagles all the way to Gallatin County, that they've had a lot of luck. They went to state as the Ridgeway Eagles with Brent Browning and them guys,
right.
Back in the day.
I remember Brent Browning. He was a good one. They are lowering the flag. We're going to have the national anthem here. We're going to step aside, let you meet some more of our sponsors, and we'll be back with the starting lineups and the play-by-play in just a moment.
Vaughn Equipment is a family-owned and operated business in Fairfield that's committed to providing quality equipment to the farm, construction, tractor-trailer, marine, and oil field industries. They feature a great selection of new and pre-owned trucks, trailers, farm equipment, construction equipment, and rental equipment. Their inventory changes weekly, and you can see it all in person or on their website. Whatever you're looking for to do the job right, Vaughn Equipment can help you. They're located at 1102 South 1st Street in Fairfield, or call 842-3500.
At Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics, your family
Well, she certainly sings better than you and I do, Danny. I didn't catch her name, but what a beautiful rendition of the national anthem here prior to this afternoon's contest. Again, it'll be the Gallatin County Hawks against the Fairfield Mules. Gallatin County coached by Craig Utterback. The Mules coached, of course, by Scott McElravy. We're glad you're with us here live on AreaSports.net or on FoxesFans.net. Don't know how many we had viewing game number 3, but we know on game number 1, game number 2, we had over 800 people viewing both of those this morning. So we appreciate everybody that's logged on, watching all around Southern Illinois.
Yeah, you told me to guess, and I was almost afraid to.
You were close, weren't you? All right. Beautiful weather outside, too, so no reason why you can't make it out here to Duff Kingston Gymnasium and see some great basketball action still this afternoon and tonight. 55 years for this tournament, which is really pretty incredible. All right, let's meet the Gallatin County Hawks. You want to bring them out? Go ahead.
I can bring them out, yeah. A guard, a 5'8" senior, number 3, Will Henson. His running mate, a 5'9" sophomore, Case Reister. At forward, number 23, 6' junior, number 23, Dawson Hish. They give me a number 10, Connor Keeshams.
Number 14. You get 14?
Yeah, Jackson Knott, 5'11" sophomore. It's not the starting lineup.
They slipped one in on you. Sometimes coaches will change their minds at the last minute. That's right. Hawks cheerleaders will do their opening cheer, and then we'll meet the Fairfield Mules. Good to see a good crowd down here from Fairfield this afternoon. But since it is a Thursday, it's a work day for a lot of people. I know many of you watching around the office today or in your cubicle or on your big screen piping it through, and we're just glad that we can be down here to bring it to you. Again, thanks to Eldorado High School, the administration, athletic department, and the tournament officials for all the help that they've given us along the way to be able to do this tournament year after year. Let's go ahead and meet the Fairfield Mules. Bring them out, Billy.
For head coach Scott McElravy and the Fairfield Mules. Number 3, 5'10" junior, Noah McElravy. 5'11" senior, number 4, Wyatt Gilbert. Down deep, 6'3" senior, number 10, Kane Hicksonball. 6'3" junior, number 24, Landon Zerlini. And a 6'2" senior, number 30, Luke Dagg.
So, again, for the Mules, they will go with Gilbert, Hicksonball, Massey, Zerlini, and Dagg. Pretty much the same 5 starting lineup we've seen all year long, but not Massey, but McElravy. And but you'll see Massey come off the bench. You'll see Blake Pruitt come off the bench, and Brandon Lane come off the bench pretty quickly, too. Generally, they'll go 8 or 9 deep, and having that depth that Coach Scott McElravy has is something that helped them not only last year, but has helped them again this year.
Yep.
Because they can kind of wear you down by the time it gets to the fourth quarter. Expect Fairfield to press. They've been very effective with the press and the trap this year. They score a lot of offense through their defense. It'll be Luke Dagg jumping in the center circle.
They'll have a little bit of a height advantage.
Against Connor Keeskums. Keeskums, the surprise starter here today for Gallatin County. We did not see him start up at the tournament at Wayne City. And the tip's controlled by the Mules as Hicksonball has it. He's wearing that mask, that protective mask out there to protect his nose. He got popped earlier. He's going to fire one from three-point land. That's good. A good start for the Fairfield Mules. Kane Hicksonball tickles the twine from behind the line. We're off and running 3-0. Hawks will bring it up now. Mules will start up a man-to-man defense, but again, look for them to go for a trapping zone from time to time, too. As McElravy is out on their point guard, Will Henson. They come right side now to Keeskums. Trying to penetrate but can't. Brings it around to Seeley. Now here's a drive inside, and banking it up and in is Dawson Hish.
He never did have good control.
He really didn't. He just kind of had butterfingers all the way to the rim, but he got it to go in. 3-2 our score. Mules with the basketball. They try to go down to Luke Dagg. It's knocked away, but picked up by Hicksonball. He'll feed Dagg, and he puts it up. Missed it. Follows it. Missed it again, and Gallatin County's got the rebound. Jump ball's called. Possession arrow gives it to the Hawks. Luke Dagg certainly makes things happen out there, both offensively and defensively. He's just got to be able to control his emotions. That's something that he sometimes struggles with.
He struggled with that in the Hamilton County game a little bit.
Well, he had an older brother that was the same way. That's just kind of in the gene pool, I think, there. That's all right. You got to like his aggressive.
Sports will do that to people.
Well, yeah, and you do have to like his aggressive play, though.
You need to sit on the couch with me and I watch a Cub game.
Oh, I can only imagine. Taken away by the Mules, a steal. Yeah, it's coming out there with it is Zerlini. Down to McElravy. Slapped away and stolen. The Hawks have it. Back the other way they come. Bounce pass to the right side, and it's knocked away and out of bounds by the Mules. It'll be Hawks basketball. 6:20 to play, opening quarter, just underway here at Duff Kingston Gymnasium at the 55th Annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. This is the number 1 seeded Fairfield Mules, the defending champs, taking on Gallatin County. There's a shot from Hish from the corner. It's short. Rebound McElravy. Brings it out on the dribble, throws it ahead to Zerlini. He's going to take it inside, stop, pop, got it. Zerlini.
That was a nice little soft touch shot.
It is, and that's the thing about Zerlini. He's got that size, but yet can play like a guard.
Yeah.
And it's tough to block that shot when you got that kind of size and that kind of arm length and reach. 5-2 Mules. Hawks with the basketball and trying to find penetration. There's a pump fake underneath, and shot is up and in by Keescom's. Keescom's got the defender in the air, and he put it down. 5-4.
5:30 to go in the quarter.
Mules back on the attack. Here's a shot from the corner, and dead eye again. Kane Hicksonball with his second 3 of the game. Hit it from the right corner pocket that time. 8-4 Mules. Across the timeline again,
you got
Dawson
a
Hish.
6'3", 6'4" kid that can go up there and hit that 20-footer just as easy as he can anything underneath,
Well, and the thing about it is when you hit your first 2 like that, now Hicksonball is feeling it.
Yeah.
He's got that confidence because he knows his shot's going in today. And, boy, once you hit those first couple, it's like, look out,
Yep.
His grandpa, or his grandfather, Kevin McNeil, was the same way because I played against him. And when Kevin made his first couple shots, look out.
Watch
He's going to
out,
have a big night. He's going to kill you. Taken away by the Mules, and here's a shot down quickly again by Landon Zerlini, and the Mules are rolling. 10-4. 4:34 to play in the quarter. Front court again for the Hawks. With it is Seeley. Out front to Hish. Hish picked up out there by Zerlini. Down underneath on Cutter, and going to the basket, cutting to the basket, and scoring is Will Henson. Long 3 by Zerlini. Misses a shot. Rebound by Keescom's. Back the other way. Throws it across over to Hish. We haven't seen that zone trap yet by the Mules, but I imagine it's coming. He's playing straight up half-court man-to-man so far. Hish has it. Hounded by Zerlini out there. Now to Seeley. Seeley's going to stop and pop. His foot's on the line. It's no good. And it's rebounded by Dagg. He'll get it to McElravy, and they'll bring it up. McElravy over to Hicksonball.
There he
What did I
goes.
say? He's feeling it. 3 in a row for Kane Hicksonball. He's on fire. 13-6. And again, like you said, Bill, it's going to be tough to contest that shot when he's standing out there at 6'3".
Yeah.
Timeout is going to be called by the Gallatin County Hawks. Timeout on the court, and we'll take timeout as well, and we'll be back with more in just a minute here live from Duff Kingston Gymnasium.
This broadcast is made possible by Barnard Soil Service, located in Wayne City, offering multiple services to the farming community, including crop input recommendations, custom application, field records, seed test plots, seed treatment, soil testing, and much more. Barnard Soil Service is located at 303 East Smith Street in Wayne City, and their phone number is 89.
All right, back live here at Duff Kingston Gymnasium. It'll be the Hawks basketball. 3:22 to play here, opening quarter. get it in. Oh, there's a steal. Hicksonball's got it. Going to take it to the rack. Misses a shot, but he's fouled, and that's going to be a foul on Hish. Hish is generally one of the more leading scorers for the Hawks, so they can afford to have him get into foul trouble. That's his first. Hicksonball at the line, and he's got it. Kane Hicksonball with 10 of the 14, is that right?
Yep. 3 threes and a free throw.
Pretty good start.
2 good-looking free throws.
Yep. 15-6, 11 points here in the quarter by Kane Hicksonball. And now here comes some pressure defense as Hish is going to bring it up against McElravy. Gets it across. Picks up his dribble. Comes to Henson. Boy, good defense there. Shot put up by Henson, no good. Rebound taken out of there by Colin Massey, who's into the game. Throws it ahead to McElravy. It's a little bit too far out of bounds.
Baseline snuck up on him.
Ran out of real estate there.
Ran out of real estate.
2:55 to play in the quarter. Had a man going deep if he could have hit him. There's a steal by McElravy. Feeds it down low, and shot is missed, but then tipped back up and in by Wyatt Gilbert. Mules rolling here, 17-6. Here's the inbound to Hish. Guarded by Massey. They're going to get Hish for that push off in a minute. You see how he uses that forearm to push off with? They're going to get him in a minute.
Their last possession down, I was sitting here watching it.
Seeley's got the basketball right now. And that's going to be a reach in from behind on Gilbert, I believe.
Yep, Wyatt Gilbert, number 1.
Line change for the Mules as checking in is going to be Brandon Lane. Also Luke Dagg, and Zerlini checks back in. Here's the inbound by Seeley. He's going to come to Hish. Picks up his dribble way out there. Now leaves it for Henson. Henson looking for an opening but can't find one. Now tries to peel around his man. Dishes it in the corner to Hish. He'll penetrate. Does the up and under move and scores. Nice move by Dawson Hish. You know, Hish played with that group of guys that graduated a year or two ago for Gallatin County that was so good. And because he played with those guys, a lot of that rubbed off on him. You know?
They won like 20 that bunch of games.
Oh, they had a great run there for a couple of years, Gallatin County did. Three-pointer up, no good by Zerlini. Rebound by the Hawks. Minute 29 to go here in opening quarter. Top-seeded Fairfield trying to defend their title. Off to a good start here. Will Henson down the lane, missed it. Rebound Dagg, he'll outlet it to Massey. Throws it ahead to Pruitt, who's in the game. Pruitt's going to take it all the way in, going to be fouled. Blake Pruitt will go to the line for Fairfield. Again, Coach McElravy going to his bench as he is accustomed to doing, using that depth. And like I said at the top of the broadcast, that will take its toll and wear down the opposing team come fourth quarter time if the game's close at all. Missed the first free throw. Checking into the game for the Hawks, number 1 is Garrett Crane. He's a 5'5" junior. He's a little shorter than you, Billy.
Yeah.
Second one's good. 10-point lead for the Mules, 18-8.
Fairfield 3 for 4 from the line so far.
Here's Hish bringing it up. Hish working against Lane.
He almost palmed the ball, didn't he?
He did almost. Shot from the baseline is good by Garrett Crane. The little guy comes in to the game and buries one from the baseline. Cuts it back to 8. It's 18-10. Zerlini has it for the Mules. Out to Massey, around to Pruitt. Back to Massey. Thinks about a shot. Boy, he's hassled there. Gets it in the corner to Pruitt. He'll fire away.
Henson was right on him.
He was. 3-point bomb there. Blake Pruitt. Left corner pocket. 21-10 Mules. Having a good first quarter as we're down to 25 seconds left. And Dag,
they just
with
handed
the steal.
Dag, they just handed Dag one, didn't they?
Dag with the steal and the bucket.
Yeah.
Said, thank you very much. I'll take it. Down to 8 seconds left. Here's a shot from the right side, and it's off the back iron, tipped around. Zerlini's got it. Can he get it off? He heaves it from half line, and he banks it
off.
in.
He got it off.
It counts. 3-point basket by Landon Zerlini to end this first quarter of play. Our score, Fairfield 26.
I was sitting here watching him. He got it off.
He knew. He looked at the clock.
He was sitting there.
Time yeah. Great play by Landon. Good quarter for the Mules, and we'll be back with more in just a moment here live on AreaSports.net and FoxesFans.net.
How do you measure success? In points? In wins? Or trophies? At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in our community support, in being there when you need us most. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Agent Melissa Walden.
Back live here at Duff Kingston Gymnasium, 26-10. Mules lead it. Randy Olson along with Billy Rockett. And Rocket Man, tell me your thoughts on that first quarter of play.
Well, in the pregame, I told you that Gallatin County coming in, they have got to do something to this Fairfield Mules team that 8 other teams has not done.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And so far, it's not worked.
Fairfield a little outsized, aren't they?
Yeah, they're outsized, yeah. And you got Hicks and Ball, Zerlini. Right now they're feeling it on their shots. And
Hicks and Ball with a tremendous first quarter there. He hit 3 threes in a row.
Yeah, he finished that quarter with 11.
Yep, got him a couple free throws too. It's Mules ball first to start this second quarter play. Wyatt Gilbert has it to McElravy. Original starters back in the game for Fairfield. Hickson ball, thinks about it, goes down to Dag, works on his man, puts up the baby hook, missed it, but he's fouled. I'll send Luke Dag to the line.
Keesums.
That's first foul on Keesums, and it's the third personal on the Hawks. Checking back in is Kane Rister for the Hawks. 5'9" sophomore. Second one by Dag is good. 17-point lead for the Mules.
You know, I've watched a lot of ball games this year. I mean, when we've covered about it, tournaments and everything, and I've not seen anybody shoot free throws like Fairfield does.
Well, they work on it a lot, and that's not to say that other teams don't either.
I know of a team shot 200 the other day, and they ended up 5 for 13 or something like that, you know.
Pass inside, Hickson ball, a nice feed by Wyatt Gilbert. Give him the assist. Hickson ball makes it 29-10. Good ball movement by the Mules, and here comes that zone trap I told you about at the top of the broadcast. And there's a steal. It pays dividends. 2-on-1 break. Hickson ball to Gilbert. It's a bucket. 31-10, and the Mules' defense is becoming offense. Timeout on the court by Gallatin County. We'll take timeout as well. Be back with more in just a moment.
The difference between profit and loss is razor thin in today's market. Luckily, your GSI dealer is there to help you stay in the black. Capturing futures carry and improving your basis with increased on-farm storage on average could earn a 50-cent per bushel difference. Taking advantage of early harvest and saving with on-farm drying makes a profitability difference. Proven and dependable grain systems that boost your bottom line, that's the GSI difference.
Welcome back here to Duff Kingston Gymnasium. And, Billy, you got scores from some other tournament games.
Yes, I do. Down at Cesar, Cobden beats Johnson City 50-41. Marissa Colderville beats Waltonville 57-29. And Redbud upset Sparta 63-56. Was that overtime too, wasn't it?
It was overtime.
Yeah. In Pinckneyville, Woodlawn takes care of Meridian 66-53. Olney beats Trico 60-53 in overtime. And Mount Carmel beats Greenville 61-53.
Those are scores from other tournaments. You can also check our website, scoreboard at AreaSports.net, trying to keep you up to date as much as we can throughout the day, even though we're pretty busy down here at Duff Kingston Gymnasium. Coming up at halftime, we'll talk to the head coach of the Massac County Patriots. That's Joe Hossman. He's going to join us at halftime. They are the second-seeded team in the tournament. Many people think it might end up in a Fairfield-Massac County championship game down here.
That's what I've got predicted.
I can't disagree, as a foul is going to be called on the Mules. So we'll talk to Mighty Joe at halftime. Should be fun.
I got the kid know Joe Walgo.
Been at it for a long, long time.
Yes, he has. Just got win number 750.
I know. It's incredible. 750 wins. Garrett Crane with a bucket. A lot of coaches won't coach in 750 games, let alone win 750. McElravy with a miss. There's the stick back by Dagg. Mules are having things go their way. (34-12). Second quarter, 6:27 to go in the half. Here's a drive to the basket by Brock Seeley, and he's going to be fouled.
McElravy got him, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he did. For McElravy, that'll be his first foul, and that's the third team foul on the Mules. Free throw is no good by Brock Seeley. And second one is off the back iron as well. Luke Dagg with the rebound clears it out to McElravy. To Zerlini, a long three and nothing but net.
Boom.
Bombs away, Landon Zerlini.
Landon with 10.
You know when he gets those shoulders squared and his feet set,
yep.
you give him that much time, that's generally what's going to happen. 37-12. Mules in command of this one. Look at that defense. Look at that defense. Another steal.
See, he ends up with
Zerlini with a spin move. Takes it down and puts it in and over the rim. Mules doing it on the offensive end, the defensive end, and, of course, the defense is becoming offense.
5 turnovers on Gallatin County.
We talked about the fact we're going to talk to Joe
6.
Hossman here at halftime, the coach of Massac County. He's here watching the Mules right now. He's paying close attention. You don't want to look ahead too far, but at the same time, you got to be real.
Exactly.
Got to be prepared. Massac has played a very, very good schedule so far, which has helped the Patriots. Here's McElravy for 3. Missed it. Rebound by the Hawks.
And he's going to tell his players, you guys seen that Mule team play.
Uh-huh.
They're tough.
Yep.
We've got to come to play.
Yep. But he's got some players as well.
Yes, he does.
Shot is missed. He's got some size as well. McElravy on the attack for the Mules. Gives it to Big Luke. Big Luke takes it all the way in and scores. 41-12. The way this is going, we may have us a running clock in the second half. So Mules are in control. Hish has got it. Drives baseline, spins, pump fakes, and he's fouled.
I give that to Zerlini.
The game after this one is going to be 7-seeded Anna Jonesboro against Harrisburg. You know that Harrisburg, even though they're not seeded this year, you know that they will play hard and play well because this is like their second home.
Yeah.
And they used to own this tournament for many years.
They did.
They really did. So.
Along with Fairfield and Massac, they've got a good coach.
They do. They got a coach who's been at it for a long time as well. So look for them to put a good effort today against Anna Jonesboro. Second free throw is good. Here's Wyatt Gilbert taking it to the rim. He misses it. Rebound taken out of there by Garrett Crane for the Hawks. Ahead to Will Henson. Out to the top to Seeley. His shot is no good. Hickson ball battles for the rebound, but he lost it out of bounds. So it'll go to the Hawks with 4:18 left in the half. Yeah, I'll tell you. West Frankfort looked really good in their game against
They
Hamilton
did.
County. They really did look good. And that's who Fairfield will get if it stays like this. It'll be West Frankfort and Fairfield tomorrow at 3:15. And I want to tell all you Mules fans right now, that game is not going to be a pushover. All right? So you better be here to cheer your Mules on. Hickson ball with the turnaround baby hook.
Especially if they shoot 70% again.
Oh, my goodness sakes. Well,
That
West
just-
Frankfort had the inside and the outside game going on today, much like the Mules have here. And they just jumped on Hamilton County so fast they didn't know what hit them. 30-point lead for the Mules with 3:40 to go here.
Sitting down there updating them websites
Mhm.
for the scores, and
Yeah.
I just finally looked at you and I said, oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
You know, the way they were shooting.
Yeah, West Frankfort had their Wheaties this morning before they came and played. They looked really, really good. You know, I'll credit the fact that they also play a pretty rugged schedule too in the River Conference. You know, I mean they've played some big teams, some big games already this year. Some they've won, some they've lost with their new head coach, Pete Gordon, who came over from Thompsonville after a lot of success last year at Thompsonville. Here's Massey with a three. It's off no good. And a little tie up underneath as Hickson ball getting tied up underneath there with Seeley. And Bobby Blondie says, hey, we got a little wrestling match going on there. Mr. Blondie says we're going to call a hook on that one. Hickson ball leaves the game.
He drew his foul, then he took him out.
Mm-hmm. Here's a shot from Brandon Lane out front. Missed the shot. Rebound Massey. Throws it over to McElravy. Posting up Lane. Lane on the block. Goes up for the shot. Missed it. And rebound by Gallatin County. Back the other way they go. 2:42 to go in half. Hish has got it now. Hish. Crossover dribble, pump fakes, goes up, missed it.
He just about walked. I thought he drug a pivot foot.
Stayed with it and is fouled. As a basketball official, which you were for 18 years, Billy, how closely did you watch that pivot foot?
Pretty close. Pretty close.
Mm-hmm. Hish at the line makes it. So were you still officiating when everybody first started using the Euro step here in Southern Illinois?
No, not really.
As an official, how do you view that?
Huh?
As an official, how do you view that today?
I think it's traveling.
Uh-huh.
That's
Shots
probably,
put up by
That's
Pruitt,
probably
no good.
why I'm glad that they waited.
You would have called a lot more traveling violations then, huh? Hish takes it all the way to the glass and scores. 43-17.
I mean, if you look at it, when you pull that pivot foot up,
Mm-hmm.
that shot has to go off before that pivot foot comes down.
Well, by the rule, I think that's what it says.
And they're not.
Yeah, right. Zerlini is fouled, and he's fouled behind the line, so he's going to get 3 free throws here for Fairfield. Stops the clock with 2:03 to go here in the first half. Again, don't go away because we're going to have Mighty Joe, head coach of Massac County, joining us at halftime.
They watch too many college and pros.
Well, that's where it came from. I mean, truthfully, that's where it came from. Yeah. First one good by Landon Zerlini, and the second high one is good. He got a high arching shot, doesn't he? Nice rotation.
And, you know, it don't matter where you go or who you talk to. Everybody is always like, I just can't stand to watch the NBA because they just let them take 2 or 3 steps before they dribble, and you know.
From the corner, it's no good by Crane. Rebound by the Mules. Pruitt comes out of there on the dribble. Throws it ahead to Zerlini. He's going to stop and pop another 3. A little long. Got his own rebound, though. Goes back up. Up. There you go. He drug that pivot foot. Traveling violation gives it back to the Hawks. Minute 29 left here in the first half. Crane with the ball over to Hish. Hish is cut off on the baseline. There's a trap. He'll bring it back out. Swing it around to the top again to Will Henson. Henson to Hish. Look at that defense. Colin Massey all over him. Trapped in the corner and taken away. Luke Dagg took it away and then had it stolen by Rister. 1 minute to play in the half. Will Henson again out front, guarded by McElravy. Hish cut off, goes up for a shot over Dagg, missed it. Chased down the corner by McElravy. Gets the outlet pass to Massey. Down to Luke Dagg, and he scores. Mules having fun out there now, Billy.
Yeah, they're scoring at will, you know. They're scoring.
And again, with the depth that they have, and the guys that they can run in and out of there, it keeps their starters relatively fresh, and that's another thing that makes Fairfield tough to beat.
Then come Saturday night, them legs is not so tired.
Right,
you know?
Exactly right. Shot underneath is missed, but a foul is called as Keescom's went up.
Luke Dagg.
So
his first.
Keescom's will go to the line with 16 seconds left. And he rolls it in. Well, I thought that Fairfield would likely win this game handily, but I didn't know it'd be a 30-point game at halftime.
30 at halftime.
Yeah. McElravy all the way down and scores. 50-18. Can you believe it? There's a trip. Garrett Crane is tripped by Massey. At the line, Garrett Crane.
1-1.
You got the list of games that Massac County's played so far that you can pull out there for me?
Yeah.
As we talk to Joe here at halftime. I know some of them off the top of my head, but I don't know them all.
Now, I don't have who they played there. That's got
Yeah.
4-0.
Yeah, got it.
Oh, who hit that?
Long bomb again. McElravy bombs it in. 53-20 is going to be our halftime score. Wow. What a half for the Fairfield Mules, clicking on all cylinders. What more can you say? We'll come back and talk about the first half, have the statistics for you, and a visit with Coach Joe Hausman of Massac County. That's all coming up here live from Duff Kingston Gymnasium on AreaSports.net and on FoxesFans.net.
It's the heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods has you covered with fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled for your grill or camper, Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods can do it. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through their website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, they also sell propane grills, smokers, and deep fryers at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods.
As a craftsman, Gordy had imagination and vision. As a business owner and machinist, he understood all the moving components and how important they were to making things work. When he dreamed of building his business, he knew he needed help. FNB provided the spark necessary to ignite his growth. That partnership has proven to be his best creation yet.
All right, welcome back here to Duff Kingston Gymnasium here at halftime, as the Fairfield Mules are all over the Gallatin County Hawks by a score of 53-20. And Mike Chamness, the head coach of the Anna Jonesboro Wildcats, going to join us right now. Joe Hausman is tied up by another media outlet. We'll get to Joe in just a moment. Mike, you got a big game coming up after this. You're going to be taking on Harrisburg. You come in as a 7 seed, but Harrisburg always plays well in this tournament. It's kind of been their home away from home, and so you're going to have your hands full, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. You talk about a Harrisburg team that's extremely well coached and play their tails off. I know they're 0-4, which they don't have a lot of games under their belt, but it's a real scary 0-4 team. A lot of guys back from last year, and they just play their tails off. And if they start making some shots, they can be pretty good.
You are 3-7, I think, so far this year. But I think your record's a little deceiving because you've played some pretty good competition. You were in that Goreville tournament, and so you've played some good teams this year, which probably is just going to make you better, right?
Yeah, we feel like we played a really tough schedule to start. We went to Chester, our first game of the year, without our best player, and got beat by 9 in a game that was close, and we had to foul at the end. And Goreville's a game we were up by 1 with about 2 minutes to play, and ended up losing the lead and having to foul and lost, and go to Cobden and get beat by 4 in a game we were up late, and played Carterville and Massac last weekend at home in 2 games that could have gone either way. Felt like hopefully those games have gotten us a little bit battle tested for this weekend.
Yeah, you lost to Massac County 59-49. Walk us through that game and how that went with Joe's club.
Yeah, ton of respect for Coach Hossman and his team. He got his 750th win against us.
That's crazy.
You don't do that by accident.
That's crazy.
It was a game that went back and forth. I think it was 4 at the break. Came out in the second half, and we got the lead. And then we got the lead, I think, 36-35, and they went on a 11-0 run right towards the end of the third quarter and really kind of separated themselves. And it stayed about 10 the fourth quarter. We may have cut it to 8 or 6 at one point, but they made free throws down the stretch and beat us by 10. But it's a game where I think our guys really would like to get back, and hopefully tomorrow we get a chance at that. But I told our guys, you've got to take all that frustration out on Harrisburg, because if you don't, we won't see them tomorrow. Yeah.
There's no question about that. Talk about your personnel a little bit this year. I know you lost some key guys to graduation, but tell us who are the main guys on the Wildcats this year that we're going to watch today.
Yeah, we kind of start with Blake Pena. He's our point guard, and he's a senior. He's been playing since his freshman year. He's kind of our heartbeat. He does a lot of things for us. And Noah McFarland's another kid that's been playing since his freshman year. So those 2 guys have been playing a lot of games. Our regional championship team 2 years ago, they played a lot of meaningful minutes in that season. Zach Overstreet's a kid that started last year and actually got hurt last Friday and didn't play against Massac Saturday. He's our leading scorer right now.
Okay.
And he's back today. So those 3 senior guys have really kind of taken charge. And we've got some juniors in Juan Valencia and Takevion Williford that really have really stepped up and been great assets for us. Demarion Faust is another senior who starts, who's about 6 foot but plays about 6'6". He can jump out of the gym and does a lot of things that you can't teach. So those are kind of our guys. We play a couple more juniors, and Nate Belcher and Maddox Thorpe that are guys that do a lot of things right. So we really like our guys. We're waiting to kind of get that big win, and we feel like if we put it all together, today's a good day to do that.
Gotcha. And, when you have McFarland and Overstreet both on the floor, you got some size out there at 6'6" and 6'2".
Yeah, we do. And we feel like we're really athletic. Those 2 are extremely athletic, and Faust is extremely athletic, and Valencia, for being 5'10", is extremely athletic. So we feel like we can be pretty athletic, and we can play maybe some different ways. We can play full court. We can slow it down a little bit. So, hopefully our first 10 games, our record isn't really indicative of how good I think we are. Hopefully we can put a stretch here this weekend and put some good basketball.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're probably the best 3-7 team around.
Yeah.
Honestly, that record is very deceiving. Your thoughts on the Fairfield Mules here at halftime?
Yeah, they're really good. We got here just before the game, and they're in the upper part of the bracket, so we're not really paying close attention to them just yet. But I haven't seen them yet, but boy, they can really shoot it. Coach McElravy does a really good job, and they won it last year and look very deserving of their number 1 seed this year.
Mike, we appreciate your time. Good luck this afternoon in your game against Harrisburg Bulldogs. Okay.
Thanks,
all right.
guys.
Appreciate it. Okay. That's Mike Chamness, head coach of the Anna Jonesboro Wildcats. They'll be coming up in the game after this. Anna Jonesboro comes in as the number 7 seed. They're 3-7 on the year, but hey, don't let that record deceive you, because they've played Nashville, they've played Massac. They also lost to Carterville, lost to Cobden, but lost to Goreville. Of course, everybody's losing to Goreville. Goreville's a heck of a basketball team this year. Thankfully for teams like Fairfield, Goreville is 1A, because I'm telling you, Goreville can play with about anybody. But they are 1A again this year, but they're going to have something to say about who represents Southern Illinois in the South this year in 1A basketball. I mean, it's been Woodlawn for quite a while, Woodlawn or Cesar, but Goreville's going to have something to say about that this year. That is for sure. All right, well, it is 53-20, our halftime score here at the 55th Annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. And we'll come back with more in just a moment here live on AreaSports.net and on FoxesFans.net.
At Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics, your family's care team is close to home. But it's not just about convenience, it's compassionate, quality care. From routine care, vaccines, and DOT physicals to acute needs like disease management, x-ray, and lab work. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics in Carmine and McLeansboro have you covered. Plus, same-day appointments are available and a Carmine walk-in clinic on Saturdays for those unexpected illnesses. With 6 providers and 8 specialty care clinics, maybe it's time to take another look at Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics.
Well, Joe Hossman has found somebody he knows to talk to. You imagine that. He knows everybody in the gym, I think, so he's not coming over here for the interview. We hope to catch up with him later. When you've won 750 games, everybody wants to talk to you.
Everybody, yeah.
You know, everybody wants to talk to you. Billy, you got some first-half stats for us here.
Yes, I do. For the Fairfield Mules, with a total of 53 points, Wyatt Gilbert with 2, Kane Hicksonball 15, Landon Zerlini 15, Luke Dagg 10, Noah McElravy 5, and Blake Pruitt 4. They've had 3 turnovers, and they've only missed 1 free throw.
Mm-hmm.
Gallatin County, Will Henson with 2, Dawson Hish with 9, Brock Seeley none, Garrett Crane 6, and Connor Keesums with 3. Turnovers has killed them. They've had 8, but it's been more just getting out rebounded because of the height, and it's not like there's been a million 50-50 balls. It's just like, I mean, they'll get rebounds when they block out and when they get, you know. But overall, Fairfield's dominated, as the score says, the game 53-20.
And it started with defense. They've held Gallatin County to 10 points in each quarter. 10 points in the first quarter, 10 points in the second quarter. And halftime score here, 53-20. We'll come back with second half action here live from Duff Kingston Gymnasium in just a moment.
Vaughn Equipment is a family-owned and operated business in Fairfield that's committed to providing quality equipment to the farm, construction, tractor-trailer, marine, and oil field industries. They feature a great selection of new and pre-owned trucks, trailers, farm equipment, construction equipment, and rental equipment. Their inventory changes weekly, and you can see it all in person or on their website. Whatever you're looking for to do the job right, Vaughn Equipment can help you. They're located at 1102 South 1st Street in Fairfield, or call 842-3500. Fast Eddie Veltman, the legendary Centralia criminal defense attorney, has joined Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law. With offices in Centralia and Mount Vernon, Olson & Reeves are personal injury and criminal defense lawyers, and we've got your back. If you've been hurt in an accident or you've been arrested for a DUI or other charge, call Olson & Reeves today at area code 618-533-1601 for a free case evaluation. Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law.
Welcome back here to the 55th Annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. I'm Randy Olson along with Billy Rockett. It's been all Mules so far as they lead it here 53-20.
You know, you're talking about Coach Hossman winning 750 games, and it's not hard for him to get caught up in conversations. I haven't been here in a few years, and I'm 750 wins behind him, and I can get caught up in some conversations before I get halfway around this arena.
Oh, there you go. That's right. Well, a lot of people know you, too, after officiating for 18 years, Billy.
I've already run into a bunch of people.
Imagine that.
Out in the middle of the street going to the
hospitality room. Yeah. All right, here we go. Second half action. I think we'll see probably a lot of reserves here in the second half. May see a running clock once we get to the fourth quarter, as it's thrown away, and it's going to be Fairfield ball. Pretty relaxing game here for the Fairfield Mules to open it with. McElravy works against Garrett Crane. He goes around him, dishes it to Zerlini. He spots up for the 3, and again, gave him all day to shoot it. He buries it. 56-20.
18 for Landon.
Wow. Here's Gallatin County with Seeley in the lane. He misses the shot. Wyatt Gilbert with the rebound. Looks up the court, gives it to Luke Dagg. He'll take it in, puts up the shot, missed it. Rebound by the Hawks. Camera lady doing a great job with us.
Camera lady's doing a great job.
Telling you what, I'm glad she showed up. Had some fun with the grandkids at Christmas time, no doubt. Dawson Hish with the bucket for the Hawks, makes it 56-22. Here's Wyatt Gilbert taking it down the lane, and it's in and out, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, no good. Hish comes out with the rebound now for the Hawks. We talked about Goreville a little bit ago and how dominant they are in 1A basketball this year. They are dominating their first game today over at the Cesar-Valliere Holiday Tournament after 3 quarters.
It's the Bearcats.
Yep, they lead Galatia 64-24.
Oh, that won't last long the fourth quarter, will it?
No. And Hish dribbles the ball off his foot out of bounds. It's another turnover. Back to the Mules. And you got the overtime game going on with Oakville and Mascoutah. 54-54 in overtime. That's over at the Breeze Mater Dei tournament. Here's another 3 by Zerlini.
Wow.
Write it down. Another long three-pointer by Zerlini. And, boy, those are high archers, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
59-22.
And you can see them from here, Andy. They're just nothing but string music.
He's got 21 on the game. Hickson ball was hitting him in the first quarter. That's blocked by Zerlini. Tries to save it from going out of bounds, but it's going to be Hawks ball. Yeah, Hickson ball buried 3 trifectas in a row in the first quarter.
Yep. Right out of the gate.
Mm-hmm. Really got the Mules going. Here's the inbound, and it's taken away. Here's the pass ahead to Luke Dagg. He's going to take it all the way in. Oh, it rolled out. Tipped back up by Hickson ball. He chases it down in the corner. Out to McElravy. He'll fire the 3 and missed it. Rebound by the Hawks.
They've got 9 threes, so when you have spot a team 27-0.
Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah, makes a difference. Here's Luke Dagg, and he shoves it home over the rim. A flush by Luke Dagg. You know he was wanting to do that.
Yeah.
He got his chance. 61-22. Out front with it is Will Henson, and he throws it away. Tried to get a pass over to Crane, and he zigged when he should have zagged.
Yep. 3 turnovers for Gallatin County already.
Line change for the Mules as you got Massey and Lane and Pruitt in the contest. Also, well,
Fairfield's one of them teams that you got to put all 15 guys in your scorebook.
Yeah, and they don't have some of these guys in the program. So I'm going to apologize right now that we don't have 32 in the program. Cut off on the baseline is Lane. Over to Pruitt. Now to Massey. Massey stays with it, drives, misses it, gets his own rebound, and he'll bring it back out again. Around the horn it comes. Shot is put up. And also 34 is not in the program for Fairfield. So you got 2 guys on the floor who are not in the program. Here's a backdoor cut. Garrett Crane inside the lane. Shot is up and in by Case Rister. Might have to send you down to the scorer's table, Billy, and have you look over the shoulder or something and find out who those guys are. I know most of those JV guys, but I don't know those 2 guys. I know it's not Robbins. Down underneath, pass is up and in by number 32, who is not in the program. 63-24.
I pulled my headpiece back to see if maybe if they'd announced his name. What'd they say?
Well, I didn't catch it.
I thought he said Massey. That ain't.
No, it's not Massey because Massey didn't make that shot. Massey's 14.
Are there more than one Massey's?
Possibility. Shot up and in there by Case Rister. makes it 63-26.
They scored.
Lane with the bucket there makes it 65-26. 3:03 to go, third quarter. Going to have some more Mules come in. Shot miss. Fairfield back the other way. In the corner they work it to Pruitt. And a foul underneath.
On Brock Seeley.
Looks like Derek Vaughn and also Robbins getting ready to check in. Blake Pruitt will go to the line for Fairfield. And his free throw's in and out, no good. So Derek Vaughn, number 5, is in the game, and also Mr. Robbins is in the game, number 42. Free throw is good. 40-point lead by the Mules, 66-26. Thank you, Jeremy. 32 is Dylan Best, and 34 is McGuire Taylor. See, I knew one of our faithful viewers and listeners.
32 is Dylan Best, or Vet.
Yes, 32 is Dylan Best, and 34 is McGuire Taylor. I just haven't seen enough JV games this year at Fairfield to have those guys memorized, and they're not in the program. Need to get them in the program. Going to play a lot down here, I think. Hish good on the free throw. Makes it 66-27. So you got that, Billy?
Yeah.
Inside, shot is up by Massey. It's good. Colin Massey makes it 68-27.
I don't have a 42.
42's Robbins. I knew him. He's dunked a couple in the JV games already this year. That's Kurt Robinson, the ag teacher at Fairfield, who's probably down here in this crowd somewhere.
Yeah.
68-27, under 2 minutes to play here, third quarter. Derek Vaughn gets it out front to Colin Massey. Massey puts up a little finger roll, missed it. And there's Robbins with the garbage bucket. Robbins muscles it home, makes it 70-27. Derek Vaughn dives on the floor for the ball, but it goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Gallatin County. Checking in the game for the Hawks is Jackson Knott. He's a sophomore. So Coach McElravy getting to pretty much empty the bench today.
Everybody's going to get some playing time.
That's a wonderful thing.
I believe if I can find me a Mule jersey and get down there on the bench, I might be able to get in.
I don't know if he'd play you or not.
I don't know. I think he likes me.
He might say, "Nah, listen, Billy, I remember you refereeing against me and ringing me up a couple times, so I don't know if I want to play you or not." Dawson Hish at the line, and he connects on the free throw. So the Mules will play again tomorrow afternoon at 3:15. For all the Mule fans out there, you're going to take on West Frankfort. And I'm going to tell you, West Frankfort looked really good this morning against Hamilton County. They beat Hamilton County by a very similar score that the Mules did, if that tells you anything. It was 68-37. Who made that shot for the Mules? Robbins. I looked away for just a moment. So Robbins got a couple buckets here coming off the bench. 4 points. Brock Seeley with it. Shot from the corner is Dawson Hish, and he buries a 3 ball. 72-31.
Dawson Hish, pretty good-looking player.
He is. Again, he's a holdover from that team that had all that success. Player. And like I said, it rubbed off on him.
Yep.
That he played with all those guys that graduated the last 2 years. Gallatin County had a run there of 3 years where they were pretty tough cookie. Had that landmark game against Eldorado here a few years ago. Hish again from top of the key. 72-35 now.
20 for Hish.
8 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Try to dish it down low to Robbins. It's knocked away. And here's a heave from the half line. Could it be another one? No. Thought they were going to do it 3 quarters in a row. Almost. We've had a couple long shots made by the Mules here at the end of the quarters. After 3 quarters, it's 72-35 in favor of Fairfield. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in just a moment from Duff Kingston Gym.
Valpo Home Furnishings has been serving the area for nearly 30 years with quality furniture, appliances, and bedding. Their goal at Valpo Home Furnishings is to give you a great selection of home furnishings, appliances, and bedding at a great price with outstanding hometown customer service. If you're in the market for new or updated furniture, appliances, or bedding, check out the selection at Valpo's, 103 East Main Street on the south side of the square in McLeansboro, and visit their website at valpohomefurnishings.com.
Welcome back to the 55th Annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Randy Olson along with Billy Rockett. If you're a Fairfield Mules fan, you're loving it, as the Mules are all over the Hawks here, 72-35. Fairfield the number 1 seed in this tournament, and showing everybody why right now. Coming up after this, it'll be Anna Jonesboro against Harrisburg, which ought to be a good one. After that, at 4:45, it's Massac County against Carrier Mills. And then in the evening session tonight, it's 3rd-seeded Eldorado against Hardin County and 6th-seeded Carmi against Vienna. Mules will play West Frankfort tomorrow at 3:15 on the winter side of the bracket in the quarterfinals. That other quarterfinal in the upper bracket will be Heron against Carterville. Here's a long 3. It's off the mark, no good, by number 1 for Fairfield, who is not in the program. Also, number 50 is not in the program. Jeremy, where are you? I need number 1 and number 50. Text it to me. All right. A lot of changes in the ball game for Gallatin County, too. Let's see if their guys are in the program. No, they've got a number 40 out there who's not in the program.
Games like this, headache for me over here, you know it. We'll get
number 12 for Gallatin County is not in the program.
We'll get as close as we can get.
So, again, we apologize to parents and grandparents and uncles and aunts of some of these players. We'd love to tell you their name, but number 30 is also not in the program for Gallatin County. There's a traveling violation. Going to go back the other way. You can message us on our Facebook page, AreaSports.net, or if you got my text line, just send a direct text to me. Derek Vaughn's got it for the Mules. Out to Robbins. Robbins going to take it, dishes it out to number 1, who I don't have a name for. Back to Vaughn. Now to Taylor. Back to Robbins. He'll fire the 3, and he got it. Boy, Robbins has come off the bench for 7 points now. Got a couple buckets underneath and then hit the long 3. 40-point lead for the Mules. 6:23 to go in the ball game. We do have a running clock, so this quarter will go much faster.
Should last about 8 minutes, shouldn't it?
Well, should last 6 minutes and 13 seconds, actually.
Now, yeah. Yeah.
Wise guy. All right. Again, number 12 for Gallatin County. He's not in the program either. We got 4 guys out there for Gallatin County not in the program, and 2 for Fairfield. Broadcaster's nightmare.
Yes, it is.
It's all right. Long shot is good. That's hit by number 12.
They will, and them guys will score, you know it.
Of course they will. And there's a drive up and in by Taylor. Taylor scores for the Mules. 77-38. 5:27 and counting left in this one. Actually, they didn't give him a 3 on that one down at Gallatin County. It's a 2. So it's 77-37. Here's a drive baseline. Off the glass, it's good by Jeremy Brugger. Jeremy Brugger comes into the game. He's a sophomore, 6'2". He scores. On the other end, got the Mules battling for it. Top of the key. Here's a 3-ball by Taylor. No good. Tipped around, grabbed by the Hawks. Across the timeline comes Jackson Knott with it. Picks up his dribble, guarded by Taylor out there. Long three-pointer. No, it's a 2-ball.
Who hit that?
One of the guys with no name.
Oh.
Number not in the program. Here's a long 3 for the Mules. And that's good. That's hit by number 1, who we don't have a name for.
Was that a 3?
I promise you we'll have it before the next Fairfield game. That was a 3-ball, yeah. 80-41. Taylor's got it for the Mules. And the layup is good. And substitution. Who'd we get in there now? We got Vaughn and Best and Robbins.
I don't know. I'm over here
Taylor.
trying to keep up with the ones that's not in here and getting.
Here's a drive in the lane. It's missed by Knott. Rebound by the Mules. Robbins going to bring it up. Comes to Vaughn. Skip passes it over in the corner. And Best misses on the shot. There's a rebound back up and off. No good by Vaughn. Rebound by the Hawks. 3:14 to play. Taken away by the Mules. Number 50 we don't have a name for either for Fairfield. Here's a drive, and scoring is Derek Vaughn. All right. Some Gallatin County fans have weighed in. They said that number 40 is Lane Henson for Gallatin County. Appreciate that. And let's see if I can see these other ones here. Yeah, number 40 is Lane Henson. Number 12 is Tate Duvall. Number 30 is Ryling Rushing. And number 10 is Michael Shear, not Connor Keescom's. So that was wrong as well. Well, these programs were a little lacking here.
Yeah.
That's all right. Thanks for straightening us out, and that's why we love our viewers and fans out there so much. Giving us the information there. As that free throw was made there by 34, that's Jeremy Brugger. All right, back for the Mules. Here at the top of the key is a three-pointer that's no good by Robbins. And on a rebound, we got a foul. Minute 39 left in the game. Write these down for Gallatin County for future use, too. .40 is Henson. All right, Jackson Knott's got it. Inside they go to Brugger. Missed it. Derek Vaughn comes out of there with it for Fairfield, takes it all the way down, lays it up and in. Derek Vaughn with the deuce.
He walked.
We got 1 minute to play in the game. Also, Gallatin County has played this game without Gunnar Wilson, who is normally one of their starters and is actually their second leading scorer. Inside it goes, and we got a foul called. Number 50 is going to go to the line for Fairfield, and again, we apologize, we do not have his name. But if somebody wants to send it to me, again, you can message us on our Facebook page, Area Sports. Number 50, Isaac Sork. Thank you so much. He's listed as 55 in the program, if that tells you anything. He's actually 50. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate that. And number 1 is Noah Barger. Thank you. That's the ball game. Fairfield advances on to take on West Frankfort tomorrow afternoon at 3:15. The final score here is 87-42. Billy's going to wrap up our stats here real quick, and then we'll come back and share those with you and sign off. You'll have to sign back on for the next contest at that link for the Anna Jonesboro and Harrisburg, which will be coming up next year on FoxesFans.net and AreaSports.net.
Beautiful, spacious skies, purple mountains, and amber waves. For more than 70 years, Shelter Insurance has protected families as they've lived, laughed, and loved all of life's beauty. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Agent Melissa Walden.
The difference between profit and loss is razor thin in today's market. Luckily, your GSI dealer is there to help you stay in the black. Capturing futures carry and improving your basis with increased on-farm storage on average could earn a 50-cent per bushel difference. Taking advantage of early harvest and saving with on-farm drying makes a profitability difference. Proven and dependable grain systems that boost your bottom line, that's the GSI difference.
Back at Eldorado, Billy's got the wrap-up.
All righty, for the Fairfield Mules, who scored a total of 87 points, and they go to 9-1. Everyone scored, I think, Randy, but me.
I think you're right.
I didn't get in.
I think you're right.
Wyatt Gilbert had 2, Hickson Ball 15, Colin Massey 2, Landon Zerlini 21, Luke Dagg 12, Noah McElravy 5, Derek Vaughn 4, Brandon Lane 2, Blake Pruitt 5, Isaac Sork with 1, McGuire Taylor with 4, Robbins 7, and Noah Barger with 3. For the Gallatin County Hawks, Will Henson had 2, Case Reister with 4, Dawson Hiss with 20, Garrett Crane with 6, Connor Keesums with 3, Braden Capehart, Jeremy Berger with 2, and number 12 had 3, and number 40 had 2.
Okay.
So a total of 42 points.
All right, 87-42 is the final. You'll have to log back on and click on the link for the Anna Jonesboro-Harrisburg game coming up next, and Danny will be here to bring that one to you along with Mark Auden. So long for just a while.